as a no coder, I've kind of thrown myself into this world and I'm learning everything as I go. And I'm very, very much used to doing that. That's nothing new to me. But then I've come onto Bolt.New because I was going to talk about the Supabase integration, but I wanted to, I saw all of these icons at the bottom. They're all different. I think they're frameworks. Again, I threw myself into this and I've built projects with Next.js and Vite, and TypeScript is always there to go along with it. And React. I think that's it. I don't know what any of these other ones are, but this has all just kind of fallen on me. I didn't know what any of these things were, how I'd be creating with them, and why my different code gens have decided to go with one over the other. So I thought it would be a good idea to find out about each of these and which framework is best depending on what you're creating for. So I'm going to fire up Gemini 2.0. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you?
All right, can you see my Bolt.New screen?
Yes, I can see your Bolt.New screen. What would you like to do with it?
Okay, so I'm a noob. Do you know what a noob is?
Yes, I know what a noob is. It is a slang term for a newcomer or someone who is inexperienced in a particular activity or field. What would you like to do with Bolt.New?
So, so I'm a noob in the world of coding, and I'm using this no-code tool called Bolt.New, and I wanted you to explain. If you can see the or start a blank app with your favorite stack, I want you to give me a breakdown of each of these models at the bottom, and I really want you to tell me the best use case for them. So if I want to build a mobile app, what would I use if I want to build? So I want you to really break down what the best framework is and the best use case for each of those.
I understand you're new to coding and using Bolt.New. You want me to explain the different stack models shown at the bottom of the page and tell you the best use case for each of them. And you also want to know what the best framework is for building a mobile app, along with its best use case. Is that right?
Well, not a mobile app specifically. The first part of what you said, the first part of your response is correct. I want you to tell me what the best use case is for each of these. I think you called them, I'm not sure what you call them, something stacks, but I've called them frameworks. But whatever they are, I want you to break down what what they're best used for.
Okay, I understand. You want me to explain the best use case for each of the frameworks or stacks as they are called in the Bolt.New website. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's start with Astro. It's best used for building content-focused websites, like blogs or documentation sites. It's known for its performance and flexibility in terms of the content you can use. Do you want to continue with the next one?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is Next.js. It is best used for building full-stack web applications that have server-side rendering and advanced routing. It is also a good fit for applications with dynamic content. Do you want to continue with the next one?
Yeah, but you missed Vite.
You're right, my apologies. Vite is a very good option for fast development of web applications, as well as libraries and other tools. Its fast server and optimized build process makes it good for smaller projects or interactive elements within websites. Would you like me to continue with the next one?
Yes, I think that's native script.
All right, NativeScript is best used for building cross-platform mobile apps using JavaScript, TypeScript, or Angular. It lets you access native APIs with the same code, and it's a good choice if you want a mobile app without learning a new programming language. Do you want to continue with the next one?
No, could you explain native script a bit better?
Sure, I can elaborate on NativeScript. It's a framework that allows you to build native mobile apps for iOS and Android using web technologies, such as JavaScript, TypeScript, or Angular. The key benefit is that instead of using platform specific languages like Swift or Kotlin, you can create a single code base that works on both platforms. Does that help clarify it a bit?
Yes. Could you tell me a bit about Nuxt.js? And also, could you explain a bit? It's very similar to Next.js. Are they linked in some way?
Okay, let's talk about Nuxt.js. It's a framework built on top of Vue.js, and it's best used for building server rendered web applications. This means that the HTML is generated on the server, which improves performance and SEO. Nuxt, JS, and Next. JS are similar in that both are used for building server rendered web applications and offer features like routing and server side rendering, but one works on top of Vue, JS, and the other one on React, JS. Do you want to know about other stacks shown on the page?
Yeah. So slide dev.
Okay, SlideDev is best used for creating presentations using Markdown. It allows you to create visually appealing and interactive slides using web technologies, and it's ideal for developers or anyone who is comfortable with a text based approach to presentation creation. Do you want to continue with the next one?
Yeah, that one would be Vue.js.
Okay, Vue, JLS is best used for building user interfaces and single page applications. It's known for being approachable and easy to learn, so it's a good option if you are a beginner or for interactive components on a website. Do you want to continue with the next one?
I don't think you really explained Vue. I want some more use cases. Or do you know of any popular sites that have used Vue.js? Did you hear what I said? Hello? It may have frozen. Something something went wrong. Okay. Can we continue? Oh no, I have to start again. Will it? Oh, that's annoying. Is there like a? Did I just max out on the question? So for every question it responds to, it's like recorded my screen. It's very interesting how much power we're giving these tools. Let's go again. Is it this one?
Okay, let's look at that one. Come on, Sly.
No, wait. Okay. Yeah, could you explain to me Vue.js and what's it best used for? If I want to create something, why would I be choosing Vue.js over anything else?
Sure, I can explain that. Vue, JS is a progressive JavaScript framework used for building user interfaces and single page applications. It's best used for creating dynamic and interactive web applications, and you might choose it over other options for its simplicity, ease of use, and robust set of features. Does that help?
Yeah. Now, could you tell me, I don't know how to pronounce this, Svelte.
Sure, the word you're asking about is pronounced svelte.
Svelte. Okay. Could you tell me about it?
Okay, I can tell you about Svelte. It's a free and open source component based JavaScript compiler that is used to build user interfaces. It is known for generating highly optimized vanilla JavaScript code, resulting in faster performance. It is often chosen for its ease of use, scalability, and speed. Would you like to know more?
Could you tell me about Remix?
Yes, I can tell you about Remix. Remix is a full stack web framework that allows you to build web applications with server side rendering and nested routing. It's known for its focus on web standards, performance, and user experience. Would you like to know more about Remix?
What's the best use case for it? Why would I choose to use Remix? What kind of project would I be making?
Remix is best used for building complex, data driven web applications that need server side rendering for SEO or performance reasons. You might choose Remix if you are making a web application that needs nested routes, data loading, and mutation handling. Does that help?
A little bit. Could you tell me about TypeScript? I've used it in quite a few projects. It seems to go with other things, so these are not, I know they're not all of the same caliber. So I've used TypeScript with Vite and with Next.js. So could you tell me a bit more about it?
Sure, I can tell you more about TypeScript. It's a superset of JavaScript that adds static typing, meaning you define the type of variables you're working with. This helps catch errors during development and results in more maintainable code. You mentioned that you've used it with Vite and Next.js. Is there anything more specific about TypeScript you want to know?
No, that's fine. Could you tell me about React? React seems to be a very popular one. Could you tell me why? And could you tell me about it and what kind of projects I could build with it? And also, could you tell me more about its limitations? Because it seems like I'm going to be using React for everything. So please let me know if there are things I shouldn't be using it for and if there's another language that would be better.
Okay, I can explain React to you. React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It's a popular choice because it's efficient, flexible, and has a large community with ample resources available. You can build all types of web interfaces with React. However, one limitation of React is that it focuses primarily on the view layer. You have to rely on other libraries for state management, routing, and data fetching. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, just a little bit more if you've got something else you can tell me.
Okay, besides being a view library, React is also a component-based library, meaning that UIs are created using reusable components. This simplifies development and makes it more efficient. It also uses a virtual DOM, which helps to update changes in the browser quickly. Is there anything more specific you'd like to know about React?
When would you not use React?
You may not want to use React if you have a simple project that doesn't require complex UIs or dynamic updates, because it might be overkill. In such cases, a simpler solution like vanilla JavaScript or a static site generator would be a better fit. Would you like to know more about React or anything else?
No, that's been very helpful. Could you tell me about Remotion?
Sure, I can tell you about Remotion. Remotion is a library for creating videos with React. You can create videos programmatically using React components and then render the video server side. This allows you to automate video production with all the power of React. Would you like to know more?
No. Could you explain more about? I kind of lost focus. Could you explain a bit more about that? Did you mention video? Something about video?
Okay, let me explain a bit more about Remotion and how it uses video. Remotion renders videos on the server, which means the video is rendered as a sequence of images and then compiled into a video file. It is a unique approach because it lets you create videos with standard web development tools and methods. Does that make more sense?
Yeah. Okay. Could you tell me about Angular, and then the last one will be quick.
Okay, I can tell you about Angular and Qwik.
Okay.
Angular is a comprehensive, open source framework by Google for building web applications. It is a popular choice because it provides a lot of structure, but it can be more complex and harder to learn than other frameworks. Qwik, on the other hand, is a newer framework that focuses on instant loading and interactivity. Would you like to know more about Angular or Qwik?
Yeah, you didn't really elaborate on either of them, and I'd like to know best use cases and when you wouldn't use either of them. Did you freeze again? Hello? Okay, so I think that's a common issue with Gemini Live. I don't know if there is a look back limit. There may be, but I thought it would have been longer than that because the videos are not that long. It's 25 seconds. It's definitely not ebooks worth of information that I'm giving it. But this happened when I was using it with my son as well. Something went wrong and we had to refresh. So that's something. But we are, I believe, still in beta. But that's quite cool. So it's just explained to me the tech stacks available. Lovable.dev has a different, they have a very basic tech stack because I think for a similar reason. So what people are going to be building is just completely different, and to simplify things, to make sure that people are getting the things they want and not overcomplicating it. They actually have a basic tech stack that they suggest. and then you can go to custom, and then you can choose the things that you want to build with. But that's quite cool. So when you give Bolt a prompt, if you give it a very, very detailed prompt, it will analyze these different frameworks or stacks, and it will suggest the right one. So if you said something about some video, something to do with video, it would include Remotion in the thing it builds. So that's why having a very, very detailed prompt matters if you are not a coder and not familiar with all of these languages, because it understands. So from the prompt you give it, it's going to decide, okay, we need to use this because this is going to be the most efficient thing. And I think that's probably the most important thing I took from that, because I don't think I'm going to suggest any specific frameworks. Maybe I've had a lot of issues with when I go to build my projects with Next.js. I've not had that many issues with Vite. If there is a build issue, put it back into the tool, fix, and it deploys just fine. So Vite, I may suggest Vite and React. These three typically work well. Vite, React, and TypeScript. But that's why I wanted to find out what limitations there might be for some of these frameworks. Like, why would I choose this one, which it said is Vanilla.js, over React or something like that? So yeah, so it's cool. I mean, I'm not sure I think I was just trying to test out Gemini, the live Gemini aspect, and see how it can help as we build these things, as we, if the back and forth will help. I think it going wrong and having those issues would be a problem if you're just sitting there and you're going through a long session. But other than that, I think it's done quite a good job with being able to respond to me very fast and talk back about the things I have concerns with, and asking if I want it to elaborate, and going deeper. So yeah, I think that's really cool.